Saul was born in the city of Tarsus. He was raised a Pharisee, meaning he had to spend many hours memorizing and studying the Torah. He was personally trained by one of the most renowned Pharisees, Gamaliel. When he was older, Saul spent his days persecuting Christians. He did everything in his power to stop the spread of the religion. He also witnessed and approved of the death of Stephen. Saul traveled to Damascus, planning to persecute more Christians, but on the way, he was blinded by God. Saul immediately fell on his knees and repented. In Damascus, the apostle Ananias is called to come to Saul's aid. Ananias cures Saul's blindness, and he baptizes him under the new name Paul. Paul immediately starts to spread the word of Jesus. However, he is unpopular with the local Christians. Paul then goes to Arabia. He stays there for 3 years. Eventually, Paul meets Barnabas. Together, they are both ordained as apostles. They become close companions. Paul's first missionary journey begins. Paul and Barnabas spend most of their days preaching the word of Jesus together. Along the way, Paul blinds the magician Elymas through the Holy Spirit. Paul is also stoned to death. However, through God, he is resurrected. Once Paul returns to Jerusalem, the Jerusalem Council decides that Gentiles can be Christians. But Paul and Barnabas get into a disagreement and separate. This is where his second missionary journey begins. There, he continues to spread the word of Jesus. It is in this journey that Paul writes Galatians and Thessalonians. In his third missionary journey, Paul continues to travel around Asia Minor and Greece. He writes the book of Corinthians. In his fourth missionary journey, Paul makes it his goal to travel to Rome. While in Malta, Paul is bitten by a viper. However, God saves him from death. Romans, Philemon, Ephesians, and Colossians are then written. While in Rome, Paul is attacked by a mob of Jews. However, his Roman citizenship spares him. However, in Rome, Paul is still imprisoned. When released, Paul travels west to Spain. On the way, he writes Philippians. It is possible that Paul traveled to Britain. However, historians are unsure. Once back in Rome, Paul is imprisoned once again. While imprisoned, Paul writes Timothy and Titus. Sadly, around 65 AD, Paul was beheaded, but his legacy was clearly not forgotten.